here at Gundam Planet, we're all about taking things way, way too seriously. And if there's one like general statement I could make about Unicorn, it's that it takes the designs from Double Zeta and Zeta and makes them way cooler and more modern and more edgy. And that's what this is like. This is like whether you call it the Ashimar or the Assheimer, that's up to you. But this is basically that, which was a transforming cheese wheel, and they crammed like this awesome Rezel suit into it and gave it a lot of sharp points and made it just like insanely beefy, and Jestas can ride on the back of it. And like, are you kidding me? So I've been wanting to build this thing for a very, very long time. Like, we're talking years, and I figured it's time we review it. So I'm gonna do that. First thing I noticed, stickers. Okay, so these are big, and they have all those little folds on them, which means I'm gonna have to bend these over things. I don't like that. We'll see how they come out. Now we have what is going to be the color that makes up the bulk of the kit is this green. There is this like really good panel line detail on here. Since this is like forest green, it will probably be really hard for any panel line to come out. Definitely use a black marker if you're going to. But like the visor, this kind of reminds me of the Ewak Nero. It just looks so cool. I love the design of this thing. Got 2 beam sabers. These are long beam sabers. And these 2 little red parts. So no stickers there. Thank you. We got pretty standard interframe gray. It's not that soft plastic, but it's also not that old plastic, so we're somewhere in between. Got some duplicate runners. I'm guessing these are the shoulders and the back of the hands and stuff. Now for my favorite color out of this whole thing. It's like this really cool toned down pastel green, and it's very unique. I've been running into a lot of unique greens lately, and I really like that. So all these parts are also very interesting. I'm really excited to see how this goes together, even though it's a transforming kit. We got more of that interframe gray, and like such cool parts. And it looks like there's some closed fist hands and also weapon possession. So you got 2 sets for each side. I really like that. Then more of this green. It just looks like duplicate parts from there. More of the interframe gray, also more duplicate parts. It looks like it has these like rods they can like hit people with. So that's an interesting choice. 1 orange part connected on one side, which is great. It's not connected over on this side, so you only have to clip it one place. I really like that. Clear orange visor. Got some poly caps, whatever. And the stand, same stand they've been using since the dawn of time. And this is high grade 141. Usually I try and stay away from transforming kits, but I'm hoping that they've like worked out some of their issues by now, or they at least use some parts forming. Like, we'll see how it goes. I really want to find out. This just looks so tough. It's so impossibly awesome, and just like, even if the transformation is still kind of just a wheel of something, like maybe moldy cheese, I don't like that. But in any event, it looks really cool, and it's high time I do this. I'm back with my transforming friend here. I never thought I'd say this. I liked it. This thing transforms, and you guys know my past experience with transforming high grades, and against my better judgment, I gave this a shot. I'm so happy I did. It was a really enjoyable build process. It was shockingly quick and very easy. I'm guessing that the price point for this thing comes out because there's a lot of plastic. This is tall and it is wide. Like, there's a lot going on here, and it's impressive to look at. And to me, that's part of the appeal with just like it's kind of goofy in the same way that the Ashimar is, but it has a certain air of toughness to it, and I really like that. So, that's the general overview, but we're going to get closer up and look into the specifics here. Here we are. Here's the guy, the Anksha, in MS mode. And the one thing I did, I guess one drawback, is the sticker sheet kind of snuck up on me. It was a little bit more than I thought it was going to be when I started putting it together. You can see a lot of that stuff in these little divots. Everything that is this color, this blue, that's a sticker. That's kind of annoying. The thing is, they're engineered well, and they do fit well. The only problem, I think I left this next to a cold window overnight or something, because everything started peeling off, and man, that's annoying. But just be ready for some stickers, or grab a white or light blue Gundam marker, and you'll be fine. So other than that, I'll run you through the accessories here. We have, I guess these count as accessories. These are like his guns. They just peg in to a little poly cap on his arm, and those are just on there by default. Now you also get, as far as extra things, 2 beam sabers, which look good, and 2 hands to hold the beam sabers, which look good. And then That's it for MS mode. This is all you get to work with. Now the other things, it does come with handles to put on his back if you want to use him as a base jabber when he's transformed, and this little kind of like an action base attachment where you put this on his back and you can peg him a mobile suit into there. So that's all there is other than the stand, which of course you need this to transform it. Articulation in MS mode is slightly limited. You only have a single ball peg going into a poly cap there, so you don't get the legs any further out than this ever. The feet don't really articulate too great to the side because of these little like flaps right here. The torso you get pretty good, left and right. The arms actually were never giving me trouble until right now when I was on camera. So let me just make sure I put this back on thoroughly enough. So there's that. Now the arms. These shoulders are part of the transformation, so they articulate like this so that you can get the like bulkiness out of the way and then twist it and then put it back. So you get that. The arms are actually shockingly good. So you get, it's like 2/3 double, I guess. I don't even know what that would be called. The front skirts, you can split them, and other than that, it's pretty generic high grade articulation. The head impressively goes better than most high grades, left and right, and you can actually articulate it forward on a rail too. So there you go, that's this guy, and now I'm going to attempt something that I would never recommend, transforming this live on camera. It's mostly not a parts former, but there is one thing where the beginning of the transformation you actually have to do this and then transform it from here. So pretty basic. You can do this in like whatever order you want, but the chest opens up here, which this is on. Also, there are a lot of rail gimmicks incorporated here. You can see that the chest slides out like that, and then you do need to pop this off, but that's just to put in the action base adapter so that it can, be flying with style. So you open it up like that. The arms just fold in on themselves very nicely. It's like really actually kind of miraculous the way that they incorporate this into such a small space. You need to flip down the backpack. It's like this, and then he's kind of in his shape already, and all you gotta do is like squeeze these together a little bit. Kind of requires more finagling than I'm able to do right now because, we're live and uncut. So if you are really working to get this perfect, you just seal up all these little spots, flip these dudes around, and you'll see this in its finished form on the spinny base. And then from here, that's the top all done. You point the toes, and you lift up these front skirts to get out of the way, and then you fold this down. And that's about it. And so you just take this. Sorry, you actually have to put the legs all the way back and then down like this. And then that guy's pointing forward, kind of like the head. And then you just slam this up here in that spot where I took off the front of it. So it doesn't look great because I'm doing this at a weird angle, but like that really wasn't bad. And for the fact that the kit does this and doesn't fall apart and stands well when it's MS mode, I really like that. And then you just throw this up in here, and you can put the handles up here if you want, and ride him cowboy. Put a jegging on here and call it a day. And that is the Anksha. Long story short, if you like the look of this thing, there's absolutely no reason not to get it. If you already like the way it looks, then you're gonna love the kit. If you're on the fence about how it looks and you're just looking for something that's a little bit different, a little interesting to build, this is also a great choice. It also stands out on display. So, really, I can't think of a group of people that I wouldn't recommend this to. But, being that it is a strange design, I imagine there's some of you out there. But, in short, you should really do it.
How am I in my way?
Thank you guys for joining me on my second endeavor to transforming high-grade lands. I'm glad this one went better than the first. If you've built this, or the Assheimer, or any other high grades that you think are good even though they transform, let me know in the comments. You should like the video, you should subscribe to see future videos. We have new ones every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so you can look forward to those. Thank you so much to Marsh Sound for doing all the music over the spinny bass shots, and we'll see you next time.